Felicia, what's wrong?
Oh, hey, buddy. How's it going?
It's going pretty well. How are you doing? You look a little bit upset.
Well, you know, I'm just kind of annoyed with some internet people right now.
Why is that?
Well, if you look right here, like look at these last few things.
Ah, what is that?
It's people referring to the vulva as a vagina.
Aren't they the same thing?
No, absolutely not. And it's really disappointing. I really just wish people would get the right terms, you know, for the right body parts. I don't call your ball sack your butthole, you know what I'm saying?
Bruh. Yeah, I guess you're right. I never really thought about it that way. I mean, I've always been kind of shy about it.
About your ball sack or your butthole?
Bruh. About my knowledge of the female body.
Oh, well, I mean, do you have any questions for me, or do you have anything that you know you needed to go over with me?
Well, I mean, I'm sure you must get a lot of questions.
I mean, I do. I just don't really read them a lot.
Well, I mean, what is the vagina? Is it the whole thing?
It's called the vagina. The vagina is the actual hole. The vulva is the outer region. So when you're talking about, you know, licking a girl or going down on her, you're talking about her vulva, not her vagina. So if somebody's like, I'm going to eat your vagina, I want to see a picture of your vagina, that means like the hole itself. So, you know, if you get sent back a picture of someone spread open, I don't blame them.
And what about the clitori?
Clitori?
The clitorium.
Well,
what is that?
Do I have a piece of paper we can draw on?
No, we should have probably prepared that before we started.
That's fine.
We
have producers for a reason.
We kind of dropped the ball.
It's a live show. Sometimes you need to just ask somebody for a piece of paper.
We almost dropped the ball on it. Hold on, can you hold my hand?
Like
there you go. Here, it's like a
buddy.
Yeah, there you go.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so you're asking me like where the clitoris is, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, well let's draw this out and then we can.
Don't hit me.
Oh, I didn't mean. Can you just back it up? Personal space is very important, buddy. I mean, we always want to establish that. Sometimes people like a bigger bubble.
A bigger bubble butt? I'm joking.
I get it. It's okay. You can make jokes.
I'm sorry.
So here's like the general gist. I'm not a very good artist, so we're going to have to just work with what I got. But here's just the general gist of, say, the vulva itself.
Okay.
This is very basic. We're talking very basic drawing.
I kind of get the idea of it, though.
Outside, so we're looking at the labia majora out here. So
okay.
That's the lips that are a little bit thicker on the outer.
Yeah.
And we have the labia minora.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
that's like the lip?
It's the inner lip, yeah. So
can I give it a kiss?
Okay. You asked, so.
I mean, is that where guys kiss usually?
The labia minora, sure. Guys can kiss.
Does that feel?
It doesn't feel. If that was your question, it doesn't feel like much right there. It's nice for a little tease, a little kiss, a little, you know.
Absolutely.
There, but it's not really doing. I'm sorry, it's not really doing much. So then we have. This is the mons up here. You know, the area that has the hair on it.
Okay.
Yeah, we got the mons up here.
The monster pee, onomatopoeia. I'm good. I'm just joking.
Okay. No, it's fine. You can make jokes. It's totally fine. Then we have like the clitoral hood, which is this little piece of skin up here. And then we have the clitoris underneath it. It's like a little treasure. And right underneath that is the urethra, which people get confused. So like, let's play pretend really quick. So, and here's the vagina down here. There's the actual hole opening. So let's
take a look at that.
Clitoral hood.
That's the clitoris.
Urethra.
That's the urethra. Urethra Franklin.
Urethra, right there. That's where we pee out of.
Right there?
Very close, yes.
Whoa.
Not the same exact area, but very close.
Okay.
And that's the vaginal hole. That's what you penetrate if you're penetrating. Not everybody likes to be penetrated, so.
I'm being penetrated right now.
Yeah, you're being fisted.
Am I being fisted?
I think you're being fisted.
Well, I saw someone asking about.
Were you asked first if you could be fisted? Because I
have no idea. I just go with the flow.
You go with the flow.
Speaking of which,
I have to talk about that after.
So I'm sure you get a lot of questions, right?
I mean, like I said, I get a lot of questions. I don't necessarily answer all of them. Sometimes I can't tell if people are actually asking me an honest question or if they're just being goofy or something, you know.
Absolutely.
Collect data.
Well, we actually speaking of collections, we actually collected a bunch of questions that were sent to your mailbag, in your inbox, in your DMs, your private messages.
So like my Twitter, Instagram?
Yes, that's right, which is at Felicia Rose.
Well, thank you. That's very nice of you. It's nice to see somebody taking the initiative to collect the information.
Can you hold on to my hand right here? Just hold on to it. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so I actually memorized all these questions by heart. Like, I memorized all the questions, and I have them right here.
He's actually reading off a teleprompter right there.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have them in the monitor. Okay, here we go. First question sent in here was, can you get pregnant off of pre-cum?
Okay, well that's a loaded question because technically the answer is no. Pre-cum itself doesn't have any live sperm inside of it. It's either dead sperm or no sperm at all.
Okay.
However, technically you can because A, people have in the past, and B, if you haven't cleaned your urethra from the last time that you ejaculated, sometimes there could be some live sperm still chilling in your urethra that would then come out with the second pre-cum ejaculation, which would happen essentially if you had, you know, urinated in between or something like that. So technically, yes, even though by definition you can't, definitely be careful. If you're going to have any kind of penetrative anything, make sure that you do some sort of, you know, wrapping it up, if you will.
So essentially, this is just a big myth.
Well, it's not that it's a big myth, it's that it's gray area, so it's...
There's never been any proven cases?
No, there has been. I just said that. Pay attention in class.
I'm sorry about that.
No, it's okay. It's fine.
Okay, here's another question I received. What is the best way to clean my...
Your what?
Should I say it?
Well, it's somebody else's question. Why are you feeling nervous about somebody else's question?
It just sounds naughty.
Okay, just say it.
What is the best way to clean your asshole before anal? There, I said it.
A lot of people have different methods. Feel free to Google other ones, but the number one thing is to definitely do some sort of enema. You can buy a water bottle enema, a hot water bottle enema at like the local drugstore, or just a water enema in general. Sometimes they have like little squeezy guys. They look like little turkey basters. You can use those, or you can do the hot water one, which apparently is the best one. I personally have not tried the hot water bottle one just because I am not a big anal connoisseur, if you will. So
I am. I have a lot of experience.
Oh yeah? Have you ever had a bad experience?
Got a little. Just when strangers get in there.
Oh, okay. Get in there.
Yeah, because I lose my voice.
What? Okay, let's just stick to the matter at hand.
Because I'm a puppet. So, get it?
I get it.
If someone else put their hand in me, that wouldn't be me. You see that? This is my whole being is anal sex.
Right,
that is the essence of my being.
But do you?
I literally live for anal. This is it.
Okay, so buddy, do you have any way that you clean out yourself before anal?
We just Clorox wipe and we're good to go.
Bruh.
First of all, don't use a Clorox wipe on your body part.
Well, I could use it because I'm made of felt.
Oh. Okay, well, sorry.
Would you rather? Not for human skin.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be puppet insensitive. I'm very sorry. Clorox wipe, good to go. Water bottle enema, and eat something good and fibrous, solid the day before. You know, that's the cleanest way to do things. You can't just wipe it go. You might have a situation. You may not, and that's great, but you can. All right, next question. What do we got?
Are you ready for question number 3?
Let's go.
Okay. My girlfriend's vagina has been wetter than usual. Now, it also smells really bad, and we don't know if it's, an No, this is right here on the monitor. It's right there. She doesn't know. Okay, so it smells really bad. It's wetter than usual, and they're kind of afraid to check to see if it's an STD. They're scared to get tested. What should they do? Any idea?
Typically, I would need to know what the smell was. Is there any specific smell that they wrote about?
They said it smells bad.
just bad in general and extra wet?
Yeah.
All right, well, it could be one of typically 3 things, but you should always get yourself checked out if you have any questions about it. Are you sniffing me right now? Hey, Jesus. All right. Anyway, so
sorry.
definitely take it seriously, buddy. This is a serious question. Like, this isn't a goofy one. So honestly, first of all, you shouldn't be too nervous to get checked out. If you think you have an STD, that's when you should start actually getting to the doctors when you think you might have something. Well, preventative is better, but obviously if you think you have something, definitely get there. I don't want to say it definitely is, but it sounds like maybe bacterial vaginosis if it's fishy. Now, if it's not fishy, then you might be looking at gonorrhea or chlamydia, so definitely go get checked out. Either way, you need to go to the doctor. So bacterial vaginosis, a lot of people think that it's an STD. It's not. It's just an overgrowth of bacteria inside of yourself. And, you know, we have a certain pH balance, we have a certain bacteria balance, and if things get a little screwed up because of sex with a certain person or a specific type of, you know, filth within you, and I don't want to say you're dirty, I'm just saying, like, little bacteria can get in you and like will get causes a different smell and odor to it. So, how do you think? Yep.
That sounds pretty good. I mean, you would know more than I do.
Okay, well, let's go on to the next one.
Okay, I have a Tinder match that wants to do role play stuff. Should I do it? It's like they want to do like they have a lot of rape fantasies. Is that okay?
They want to do rape fantasy role play.
Yeah.
On Tinder?
Yeah, I met her. Well, not me, but.
Alright, well, right, I get it. Just make sure you said Tinder match. I have an initial answer, which is always like my initial Felicia Rose answer, and then I have like an actual answer. I'm gonna go with both here. My initial answer is, hell the fuck no. My actual answer is, there may be an instance where this is okay. But what I'm going to say is this: if you're doing something that's very specific on that level, and it's a role play that really sometimes takes people to another level and brings you to a new place intimately with a person, I honestly don't believe that it's something that you should just jump into with somebody you don't know on that level. That's my initial reaction. Maybe it's because I'm 30 and I'm a little bit more careful, and I've been in bad scenarios where I may have been on the other end being like, hey, I want to do this scenario with you, and then that person ends up not being like what I thought they were. But I would say maybe look for that, if you are interested or intrigued by it, maybe look for that in a different place, like a safer place online. I don't think Tinder's the right place for it. I just feel like a lot of people have been catfished and trolled, and I just don't think you should find a booty call off Tinder. Now, if you meet somebody off Tinder and you guys vibe, and then eventually it gets to that conversation, sure enough, fine. But I just don't think like a one-night stand, great fantasy roleplay through Tinder is very safe for anybody involved. I do think it does require a little bit more knowing of that person before you can just jump into it.
We actually have a question related to that.
Okay.
They want to know, they say, I have a lot of fetishes, a lot of weird kinky fetishes. Where's a good place online that I can meet people of similar interests?
Well, first of all, I'll say no fetish is weird. There are certain paraphilias that obviously require a little bit more studying of the human themselves, but fetishes in general are typically picked up from, you know, childhood. It's typically not a big deal as long as you're not harming, obviously, yourself or anybody else. If you do want to go out and explore a fetish, maybe even just like the person before, I would say try something like a FetLife profile. FetLife is a really great website. They don't have an app, which I actually like, because it definitely makes it a little bit more of an intimate thing instead of just simply having it.
It's not as accessible.
It's not like, exactly, it's not something you can just download to your phone and swipe through and find people. It's actually something you have to think about, and you have to build your profile online on an actual website. And I know I've met a lot of great people through that. I've also been set up with a lot of great sex parties through that, and it allowed me to not only explore my own fetishes, but also allowed me to explore kind of from a viewer standpoint other people's fetishes too. So I would definitely say try a website like that. I can't think off the top of my head of another one that I would put a little backing into aside from FetLife, but I would definitely go there first because I found lots of people into all sorts of things.
Have you, this is another question, I guess maybe if you found people off of FetLife, I don't know, have you ever been DP'd? Isn't that like, doesn't that mean director of photography?
Is this an actual question, buddy?
Yeah, it's right there on the monitor. See, it's right there.
I'm trying not to read them ahead of time, too. Okay. I've tried. I've never vaginally, yeah.
Whoa.
Like one each. I tried. It doesn't work. I can't even get one in my phone. So.
I mean, that's on there. I mean, there's another question there. They want to know, how do I find the prostate? Is that a real question? You tell me.
Well, how do you find the prostate? Have you ever found your own prostate?
I think I found it right now. Because I could.
How far in is it?
It's pretty far.
It's pretty far.
Yeah. It's literally up to my throat.
So it depends on who's asking. So if you're finding somebody else's prostate, it's a little bit of a different process than if you're finding your own. Like, it's really hard to kind of find your own. Not really hard. I don't know. I'm fucking prostate, by the way. So.
Why is that? Where is it? Did you lose it?
I have female anatomy. Females do not have a prostate.
Wait, what?
It's between the bladder and rectum in men, but we don't have one. So
my bladder rectum is about 7 to 10 centimeters in.
Milking your prostate feels really great, or also getting it milked. I would say that the best way to go about it is get a toy, maybe a soft one. It's about 7 to 10 centimeters inside of your ass. So whatever the fuck that means. Some people it's more, some people it's less. It's all based on the size of your booty and anatomy and how you work. But I will say it's directly behind, like, where the base of your cock is. So, like
the head.
It's up and toward your.
Oh, the base is the bottom.
The base is the bottom. The head is the head, right? Yeah. So it's up and toward your penis. So if you were to say be laying down and doing it yourself, you would want to hook yourself upward, and so that you're basically downward, sorry. So that you're basically facing your hands.
Did I do it?
Upward. No, you're upward.
I got it. I did
I
it.
put myself in the wrong position in my head. So you have to face it upward so that you're basically cupping your phone.
Oh, feels pretty good. Okay, so next question.
But you can usually
I just did it. Look, I did
you
it.
can usually find it, get in there. But sometimes you gotta go a little further. Depending on how long your fingers are. What's up?
Next question.
Yes.
My dude wants to try extreme gag play and deep throating. Is there a way to prepare myself for this?
You say extreme gag play?
Extreme.
Can you back it up like once?
Extreme.
Also, those are my boobs who were just staring at it. It's not very nice.
Sorry about that.
Ask permission next time. Extreme gag play. Wait, what was the question? I'm sorry.
They want to try extreme gag play and deep throating.
And what's the question?
How do they prepare themselves?
Oh, how do they prepare? Okay. Definitely, depending on what level of deep throating you want to do, I would say abstain from eating at least for a few hours. I don't know. Maybe that's
6 hours.
But I would say
6 hours. That's my go-to.
Lots of water, obviously, and keep yourself as relaxed as possible. And make sure you get a good angle.
It's like a
bad angles can tickle you the wrong way, and then you start to actually like rip. And then good angles are like, yeah, I could fucking chill with this forever. So that's my opinion. Next question.
Well, speaking of knowing your limits, people want to know what is a safe word? What's the point of a safe word? Why wouldn't you just say stop? Wait a minute.
Okay, so the question's what's a safe word and why?
Take a sip, sign the check.
Well, I think that the biggest thing about safe words is that people don't necessarily want to say or want you to listen when they say stop or no or something like that. So if somebody is having like a rape role play, for example, obviously no and stop. Can you please chill?
Is that your safe word?
You're super distracting me right now. Yeah, my safe word is back the fuck up. Thank you. So, I think a lot of people want to be able to role play certain scenarios and be able to say no, stop, and that person ignore it, obviously. So I think that another word that is not related to sex at all is helpful to keep yourself in the moment and not actually pull yourself from it. So or pull yourself out of the moment when you are in the moment and you're like, yeah, I'm doing this one thing and somebody's not liking it, but really I know we're just role playing. Okay, now finally she said alligator. Holy shit, that just woke me up out of the moment.
My word would be enchilada.
Yeah? You've never had a safe word? Or
That's my word now.
that's your word now, essentially?
Enchilada!
I've had a lot of safe words. Sometimes I just call off a couple different weird things. Like
Now,
fruits and vegetables.
I want the viewers to take notice. You gave me the safe word and I stopped.
Yes, back the fuck up was the safe word. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. So one other thing I do want to say, though, is safe words are also important, but along with that, safe actions or gestures are very important as well. So if you're into like using a ball gag, you can't use a safe word, for example. Or if you're into having, you know, somebody choke you, you need to have some sort of action that means please stop. So along with safe words, sometimes you can actually speak the word that you actually want to say, safe word, or speak the word that, you know, essentially you would be saying in that moment because something's going too far. So if something's going too far, you need to have a gesture too. So I actually say safe word because it's the easiest way to not fuck up what my safe word is. And then I also like to tap out in a specific way. So I'll tap out, that person now knows that absolutely means that that scenario is done. So don't only just have safe word.
Enchilada.
Right.
That's my motion. Enchilada. Enchilada.
Make a motion with your hand.
Like that. Enchilada.
Okay.
I'm going to say it like that. Enchilada.
Buddy, we should talk about it later.
Enchilada.
All right, what's the next question you had in the box?
People say that girls don't get loose. However, I've seen very blown out porn stars, so I don't believe it.
Blown out? Oh, Jesus.
Was that an actual question?
Yeah, so every single vagina and vulva looks different, and your level of looseness or tightness is absolutely 177% dependent on how you were. What are you doing?
I'm sorry about that.
Once again, distracting.
I was comparing.
Unless you literally fuck yourself with like a bowling ball every day for the rest of your life, there's no way to actually change the elasticity in your vagina. The only thing that actually changes it is having a baby, and it's really not that much. So calm the fuck down. Your pussy bounces back. You could fuck 1,000 bajillion penises, and it doesn't matter at the end of the day. Your dick is not that fucking big. We can push out a head out of our pussy and still bounce back within like this much. This motherfucking much. It's really you're missing out on it. It's fine. So calm the fuck down with your, pussies getting loose. Vaginas do not get loose based off a cock. The fucking end. I don't care if you fuck 12 cocks in one fucking day or if you fuck one partner 12 times a day. Doesn't matter. You are not going to get loose just based off of sex.
Now, unrelated question. I watch a lot of butt porn, and some of their butts look blown out. Is that a thing that's possible?
Well, an asshole is way less elastic, so absolutely.
Now, here's another question.
He is.
When does size go from feeling too good to being too much? I look like a newscaster here. Look at that.
I mean, everybody's different.
Hey everyone, Buddy Kane here to let you know that due to legal issues, we had to cut the audio out of this portion of the show. Basically, her long answer short is that size doesn't matter. I don't remember because we had to cut the audio out. If you would like to know more, please make sure to follow Felicia Rose on Instagram and Twitter @Felicia Rose, and make sure to subscribe to the channel. Alright, here's more content. What? You're saying, look at this. Looks like we're reading the news now.
No shame.
Welcome to Action 6 News, right? Doesn't it look?
All right,
don't we look like? Why are you looking back here? Look at the monitor. It's right in front of you.
I am looking to see where I put my phone.
Look at the monitor. It says, "What is felching?" I don't want to Google it. What is felching?
That was it. I don't want to Google. I like that. That's a good question. Felching is the act of.
Maybe they're at work.
You are so interruptive. Now I get what it's like to talk to me. I understand, buddy. All right, so felching is the act of ejaculating into somebody's anus and or vagina, but I specifically associate it with your anus, and then sucking it out afterward. I like to joke that it's always with a straw. You can just do it with your mouth, obviously, but yeah. So coming in someone's butt and sucking it out afterwards, that's felching. Anything else?
Yeah, sorry about that. I just saw a mouse with a cape on. Did you see that? My wife and I want to bring a third party into our relationship. Someone to play with. How do we do that?
Your wife. Well,
My wife.
the good part.
You ever see Borat?
Yes.
My wife.
The good,
This suit is black, not.
the good part is that it's your wife, so and it's already on the table. So I would say maybe a website like a FetLife, or there's some swingers websites out there. I can definitely link them in the video below. There's also talking to your friends. You'd be surprised how many swingers are out there. I have actually a lot of friends that are married in my generation that are like swingers, and just bringing up the conversation, I think is helpful. So, but that and a couple websites we can refer you to.
Now, this is the last question of the day. They want to know, do you know how to twerk? I don't know if that's for you or if that's for me.
Well,
Is that twerking?
that was pretty decent. Let me see it again. Hold on. Let's see.
Wait,
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
did I do a good job?
Yeah. I guess I know how to twerk. I'm not gonna show you.
Twerk, baby, twerk.
Pay me money. I don't know.
Hey, can I tell you something?
Yeah. What's up? Is
From,
that all the questions we have?
yeah, now from me to you, between the two of us, I learned so much today about sex and the world, and mostly about women and relationships, and you did a very good job explaining. I'd like to thank you for that.
Well, thank you, buddy. You've been somewhat of a decent co-host. I appreciate.
We're friends, right? We're pals.
I appreciate you asking me if there's anything wrong, and then actually utilizing this as a way to, talk to other people out there.
I feel like it's important for people to ask questions like this. A great man once said that the sexualization in America should be naturalized. A famous person once said that.
Great man, huh?
While eating General Tso's chicken.
I'll leave you with this.
Hey, I definitely need that.
Okay.
I'm definitely going to hold on to that.
Thank you, buddy.
Hey, real quick before you go, can I have a little kiss right here? Just a little kiss?
All right.
Just a little
Okay.
kiss.
Only because you
Just a
asked.
little one. Just a little one.
Only show.
Ah, I got you. I got you.
That's sexual harassment, buddy.
But we're
2018.
don't learn. Yeah, that was a PSA. That's a PSA. Don't do that. Kids, do not do that. That's not okay. Ah.